Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. Yes, it is. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing tonight? What is happening in your world? Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. Patty, how are you? I've missed you. Live, how are you? Great to have you here. What are you all grateful for? Barb, how are you? Good to have everybody here. The flower pantry's in the house. Jennifer, great to have you here. Everybody's here. You know what it is? It is Hump Day. Hump. We're getting over the hump. We're getting over it. Yes, we are here in week 49 and 50. We are going. We are cruising. We are making it happen. Yes, we are. Yes, you are. You guys are awesome. 49-50. Week 49/50. I'm grateful for you. Yes, you. It is great to have you here. It is great to have everybody here. I'm so excited about today because it's another day with you. Yes, you. Tell me something good in your world. Tell me something good. Cheers. I got home early enough to have cocktail hour with Cassandra. That's good in my day. That is a upside to my day, getting home early enough for that. It's very exciting. But what's exciting in your day? That's what I get on here to find out. That's what fills my cup. Tell me what's exciting. Kelly will give me something good. Hello, Kelly. Welcome to the program live tonight. It is great to have you here. Give me something good about your Wednesday. Everybody, I need to know what is good on your Hump Day. What are we grateful for on this day? I am great day in sales. Boom, boom. That's what we're talking about. It was nice here today. We hit 52. That was so long ago with my day, Pat. I got you so early. But I'm glad I got to talk to you as well. I missed your peanut gallery, but I am thrilled that I got to talk to you. I always enjoy catching up with you. I got to get down to your part of Florida is what I got to do, is get down and hang out with you. Isn't no snow in New York, and that brought customers in. Yes, it did. I didn't look at our breakout today of sales, but I think we sold more spring clothes than decor today. Another down, Wedding Central. Cassie White is Wedding Central. Boom, if you want to get married, remarried, redo your vows, go see Cassie on the shoreline. We got to have a day whenever Abbott's opens, Cassie, I got to come down there and we got to have some lobster and hang out at Abbott's and catch up. I got to come down to your neck of the woods. I have yeah, definitely mostly. I think that's what ours was too. I quickly looked at the numbers at the end of the day, but I did not look at the breakout. The new and habits, I'm down with that. I'm always up for some good seafood. I see food and I eat it. If there's food, I eat it. If there's things from the flower pantry, I eat it. I'm simple. It is great to have everybody here. I'm glad to see all this exciting energy. And Kelly's eating dinner out at a favorite restaurant. See, I got to get with Kelly. I got to get out to Albuquerque, too. I feel like we got to get on the road. This country's got to get the roads open. We got to get the roads open. I miss the open road, but we will be traveling again. We will see each other again. So many positive things are happening. So many positive things are happening. We picked up a whole new group of viewers on the YouTube channel today, and I'm excited to have them found out about us, and they were like, oh, we've been binging yours today, and like, you really know stuff. And I'm like, we're here about sharing. We're here about giving the best information we have at the time and giving positive energy to take us forward for the next day. So welcome to all our new YouTube viewers tonight. And I'm glad you're having good dinner, Kelly. What kind of food you having? Mexican, seafood, steak. We had steak Mexican tonight. Let's get started with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. Glasses are behind me. Let's get this party started on Hump Day. Tonight, if you're following along in the Good Morning, Good Night book, we're on page 172. Good morning. Words fail us often, but when we put them together the right way, we can pull boulders out of us. Keep working with them. That is your good morning. And have I got words for you today? Tonight's quote from Simon I really like. I say it a different way, but I'm going to give you Simon's way first, and then I'll tell you the way I say it. Not sell it, but say it. You don't hire for skills, you hire for attitude. You can always teach skills. You don't hire for skills, you hire for attitude. You can always teach skills. Okay? So that's a pretty good, the way Simon Sinek says it is pretty good right there by itself. That's a hard quote to argue with right there. Okay, you don't hire for skills, you hire for attitude. You can always teach skills, and attitude is everything. Okay, but the way I say it is slightly different. And the way I say it is you can't teach happy. Okay, you cannot teach happy. We hire for joy. Exactly, Michelle. You can't teach joy. You can't teach happy. If they are not that person, they will not, you can't make them that person. Okay? Said another way, you ladies, my audience is mostly women. I'm not discriminating against men, but my audience is mostly women. Okay? You ever have that, do you ever, you remember the days when you thought you could fix a man? You can't change you can't fix a guy. It is the way it is. Hire for happy. Hire for joy. I like that. A generally happy person, Kelly, generally happy, it depends on the position you're hiring for. Okay, and their willingness to learn. My processing people are not at all good customer-facing people. Okay, my best processing people do not belong in front of a customer. They're good people. They are phenomenal people. They are phenomenal workers. Okay, they process like there's no tomorrow. I mean, when I do my updated video of our distribution center, you'll be amazed at the people there. But one of the most amazing things of but when I bring, just one of you, two of you to my distribution center, one of your biggest comments is everybody is so quiet. And it's quiet because they have their earbuds in their ears. They're focused on what they're doing. They're not talking to each other. They're getting stuff done. Those are not people that I put in front of customers. Okay? But they are amazing behind the scenes people. Okay? They are genuinely happy. They're genuinely good, but they are not customer joyful people to be in front of customers. But it's because they're task-oriented, focused on the task, okay, versus genuinely happy people, okay, that are amazing in front of customers, who smile, I'm screwing this up, their eyes smile, okay, in today's world where we're all masked, their eyes even smile. Okay, I'm screwing up the quote for it, but their eyes even smile. And, those people in front of our customers is a terrific thing, okay? And they do. And it is a Southwest Airlines philosophy. I know a lot of people that work for Southwest. And, that's just stuff you can't train. I used to think it was a thing that people got if they grew up in a family business, because those people tend to get it more than other people. And part of it is they get the whole process. Hey, Rose, how are you tonight? But, these things are so important. You can't train happy. You can't train joy. Okay, you either have joy or you don't. And I choose to have it. I choose to have it, and that's what I look for in my people. We've got a great new hire that started this week as our driver between our locations, and he's doing great. But he's happy and he's good, but he's focused on what he has to get done. So, he's sort of behind the scenes but in front of people because he's going between the locations. So it is an interesting thing. So let's get started, people. I got lots of stuff for you tonight. I've had lots of calls and questions from you guys today. Lots of emails and texts. And what do I got going on today? Let's take a look at my pile. I like this company. So more and more, you're hearing the push for people going back to the office. Okay? And companies are really talking in earnest about bringing people back by the fall to the office, which is so exciting, because that will bring a level of normalcy. It will bring a level of schedule back, and will bring more predictable operations in your store, more predictable traffic flow. More predictability is good. But this company, this set of chairman of companies was talking, and they said people working from home become consultants. In this particular company, 20 to 30% of their employees are showing up to work in the office while the rest work from home. Even though people say they can be just as efficient at home and productive, that's not the case. And even if that were the case, you can't build the company by people working at home in their bedrooms or basements. That's not what a company is all about. And that's not how people are designed to work. People are social beings, and they really need to be near and around other people. They said in-person discussions that happen in the corporate cafeteria or at the coffee machine are important because they turn into relationships, something that is hard to accomplish in a remote setting. People working from home have no connection to the company or other people around them. They've essentially become consultants. The only differentiator between working for company A, B, or C will be how much money they're going to pay you. And that's a shame. Once you say people can work from home, that means they can work from anywhere. And if they can work from anywhere, then companies are going to wake up and say, gee, why are we paying these extraordinary salaries in Silicon Valley or Boston, Massachusetts, or wherever it is when we can get talent anywhere? The people who want to only work from home should be concerned. And they're saying as soon as people have a vaccine, there's no excuse for not coming to work. I'm quite worried about the company that we built over the past 40 years. And the company's been so successful because of its unique culture. Culture is something that has to be nourished. There you go, people. There you go. People are coming back to the office. Rhianna's lingerie brand is going to expand with retail stores. What? Retail stores are dead. Brick and mortar is out the window. What are you talking about? Victoria's Secret is facing a new rival with a fast-growing following and strong celebrity ties. The online size-inclusive lingerie brand from pop star Rhianna has scored $115 million. People are putting their money into this. In funding from private equity giant L. Catterton, the new funding brings the brand's valuation to more than $1 billion. Part of the new funding will be used to help fuel their expansion into brick-and-mortar retailer. Does it say how many stores? It doesn't say how many stores, but they are opening stores, people. Opening stores! Oh my God! How can it be? Skincare company Heyday wants to open in hundreds of stores in the next 5 years. Heyday! It's going to be a heyday in brick and mortar. Heyday plans to ramp up its brick and mortar expansion via franchising. They just closed on an additional $20 million in funding. One of the investors is committed to opening 40 stores during the next 5 years. Currently, Heyday operates 10 locations, including 7 in New York City. By expanding Heyday's physical footprint to hundreds of stores in the next 5 years, paired with the unique expert-level led services available virtually, Heyday is poised to become the most trusted company in skincare. Heyday has described itself as taking the facial out of the spa and into people's life. Maybe I should get a facial. Maybe I should grow a beard. Maybe I should be Jamie from Progressive. Heyday said the new funding will enable to accelerate its growth. Heyday has hired Sean Bach, who previously oversaw franchise-led growth at Dry Bar, and its previous previous Maureen Sullivan, formerly from Rent the Runway, as president. So skincare is coming back, people. Skincare, I'm telling you. Home Depot, this is not shocking. Sales momentum continues in Q4. And although it holds back its outlook due to the pandemic, i.e. when people can get out of their houses, they might spend money elsewhere. Home Depot recorded Q4 profit and sales that easily topped expectation, including its third straight quarter of 25% comparables as consumers continue to invest heavily in their homes amid the pandemic. Their net income, so this is profit, people, went from 2.48 billion to 2.86 billion versus a year ago. Sales rose 25.1% to 32.26 billion. It's the third straight time of 25% growth. Digital sales continue to rise at 83% in the quarter compared to a year ago. Sales for the year 2020 rose 20%. Our ability to grow the business by over $21 billion in fiscal 2020 is a testament to both the investments we made in the business as well as our associates' unwavering commitment to our customers. Citing uncertainty around the duration of the pandemic and its influence on the consumer, Home Depot is not providing any financial guidance for 2021. Hey, Julie. How are ya? I'd like the profit numbers more. The sales numbers, the heck. Great to have you with us, Julie Jankowitz. But and that makeup is hot, okay? So, you know, it may not be hot now, okay? All the beauty care and everything else, but it is going to come back with fiercely. You know, we talk about lipstick and stuff being nothing, but this is all coming back. Estee Lauder steps up a controlling stake in Deciem for $1 billion. So they had an extra $1 billion sitting around and said, what are we going to do with it? They bought up Deciem. The parent company of skincare company The Ordinary and 5 others. The deal values Deciem at $2.2 billion. The $1 billion investment will increase Estee Lauder's stake from 29% to 76%. And Estee Lauder will buy the remaining interest in the company after 3 years with a price determined by Deciem's future performance. Deciem sales in the last year were $460 million. Estee Lauder is banking on Deciem to keep it ahead of the trends, especially online, is why they're doing it. So, that is what they're interested in. That is what they're interested in. So, I mean, it's important to understand this, why people are doing this, why these trends, how they will affect your stores and the items you carry, how you can get ahead of the curve by carrying some of these items to be ahead of the curve and way more money than you. Way more than all of us combined that are watching tonight, okay, that are tuned in live. Okay, they have more money. They're putting their money where their mouth is. There's a reason. There's analytics behind this. There's some good stuff behind it. This is what you should be learning about. And that's why I talk about it. I don't talk about it just to be a talking head here. I talk about it because, okay, cosmetics in your store, beauty care in your store, what you carry and what will have value, what you can increase the price on. This is important stuff, people. Sadly, Belk has filed for bankruptcy, but is eyeing a lightning-fast exit. Belk filed for Chapter 11 with a lender-supported reorganization plan that would eliminate $450 million in debt and keep its 291-store footprint intact. Okay, so the lenders are betting on the footprint, on 291 brick-and-mortar stores. That's huge. Okay, so they're not saying liquidate this. They're saying we're going to keep 291 brick-and-mortar department stores in business. So this is huge. The chain, originally founded in 1888, tried to fix woes exacerbated by the crisis. The retailer's fortune rose and fell with the department store sector. This Belk, founded by Henry Belk, is a small bargain store in Monroe, North Carolina. When his brother joined him 3 years later, the company was renamed Belk Brothers. It grew to 20 stores by 1923 and 195 stores by 1943. The break that added steep debt load to the company's balance sheet. It is good that they're going to keep this around. Hey, Krita, great to have you here. Erica, great to have you here as well. As a person of the electronics world, I'm sad to see Fry's Electronics abruptly go out of business. Fry's Electronics announced on Tuesday that it had ceased operation and it commenced a wind-down process. They cited changes in the retail industry and challenges posed by the pandemic as reasons for its decision. They're closing 31 stores across 9 states, and they have shut down their online operations. They're based out of San Jose and was founded in the mid-'80s as a Silicon Valley electronics stores with a one-stop shopping. Is it weird that I hope that another consignment store in town stays open? Their shop complements mine and is on the other side. No, it's not weird. I mean, this is all about, in case you didn't notice, Kelly, there is plenty of used stuff. There is plenty of used stuff. The whole idea behind stores keeping going throughout all of this, okay, and the whole idea of you're not alone running this store, is that we want to keep people in business. We want to keep good operators. I have one, and you want good, it's not competition, okay, if they operate ethically, if they're good operators, if they're good people, okay. I mean, I'm friends with lots and lots of shops. I have problems with the shops that sell knockoffs or inspired goods and things like that, or that cheat their consigners or do anything shady, for lack of a better term. But good operators, I mean, there's plenty of people. We can't serve everybody. You can't be everything to everyone. And I welcome. I mean, I have people around me. I mean, like I work with many of you across the country, I work with people across town. And that's a wonderful thing. I love working with other store owners. I mean, the only other industry that comes as close as we do in town is back in the day when every town had its own independent pharmacy. And the independent pharmacies worked together. But there is so much. It's not competition if you operate ethically. My only problem has ever been with somebody that doesn't, okay? And I don't have a lot of bandwidth for that. And many are not. If they're shortchanging their consigners, if they're selling fakes or knockoffs and doing things, or they doing unethical practices, that I don't have time for, because that hurts the whole industry that we're in. That just leaves a bad taste in everybody's mouth that they would never trust any good resale store. And I want everybody to operate on a good plane. That's why we do this. That's why we make this show available to everyone. Okay, nobody's making any money off of me getting up here and talking every night, okay? There's no money in this. It's bringing people together. It's bringing community together regardless of business. regardless of business type. That's why I say every night, butcher, baker, candlestick maker. We want everybody to get across the other side. If they weren't going out of business before COVID, we don't want them to go out of business because of it. But many businesses that were operating on the fringes, not operating legitimately, not operating honestly, if they happen to dissolve because of this, it was only a matter of time anyways. But anybody that's operating honestly and legitimately, quite honestly, I want everybody to survive. I want to help everybody. Well, then let's give them a hand, Kelly. Whatever we can do. You're a great spokesperson for this group. So whatever we can do to give them a hand with their struggles, okay? Let me know. I'm happy to help. The hardest thing, Kelly, most people have a problem with is they don't know how to ask for help. None of us got here by ourselves, okay? I didn't get to where I am by myself, okay? That would be very vain. I like the song by Carly Simon, "You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you?" But, it's pretty vain if you think you can do this all by yourself. You can't do life. You can't do business all by yourself. You have to, that is the hard side, to ask for help, to ask for things that are not in their wheelhouse. Okay, I have no problem saying, did I match today? Okay, putting an outfit together is not in my wheelhouse. But I did do this one myself. Purple shirt here, this sweater, black pants. But it is, no one got here alone. Okay, and anybody who's so vain to think that they can do everything on their own, that's their struggle. So, you're not alone running this store. Give the man a mic. Usually they want to take the mic away from me. Michelle, usually they want to take the mic away from me. Hey, Nebraska Angie in Florida. Great talking with you today. Hopefully Leonard made it to Florida safely. I'm assuming he did. Cheers to you. But don't hesitate. Kelly, because we want to help everybody succeed. As long as they're operating legitimately, we are here to make them and help them succeed. Even when they can't see the path. We'll get them a new set of glasses, even though I don't know where I put mine down. Oh, there they are. We'll get them a set of glasses. We'll help them find the path to the other side. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Save that for tomorrow. Save that. Okay, folks. I know this will be shocking to you. This will be shocking to you. The feds have sued a man who used $7.2 million from the PPP. $7.2 million PPP to luxury cars. Don Serstinino was indicted on 2 counts of wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, and illegal money transactions. He's accused of stealing $7.2 million from the PPP. And what would you buy with $7.2 million with a PPP? Funny you should ask. After he received the funds, he's accused of, instead of using the money for payroll, okay, instead of using a PPP for payroll, he bought a Maserati. And because a Maserati isn't just isn't a good family car, he also bought a $251,000 Mercedes-Benz. And just to top it off, correct. a really big land boat. That is what we call big land boats, Kitty. Yes, a Maserati, a Lincoln Navigator, and a Mercedes-Benz, as well as a $3.1 million home. The home might have appreciated in value. Maybe the feds will make out on this deal. The home looks really lovely. The home looks really lovely. Yes, this is in Florida. And I believe everybody I've advised not to buy a boat or a land boat. I think I have advised that since the beginning. They will find you. Maybe not today. Maybe. How did he get approved for that much? Well, he doctored some paperwork. He said he had, hang on a second, how many employees? He said he had, and his company, Magnifico. I mean, like they couldn't see the problem with that. Magnifico had 441 employees with an average monthly payroll of $2.88 million. Okay? Like you couldn't see that coming. There's going to be fraud, people. Now, what gets me mad about this is not the fraud, because I've said all along there will be fraud. There will be fraud in this program. There will always be fraud in any program. And that's because there are bad people out there. But most people are not bad. Most people are people like you. Okay? People like you that tune in every night to make sure they're doing the right thing for their business, for their community, for their people. Okay? They are people that are doing the right thing. And this program has helped businesses, your team members, your community stay afloat. I am very proud of what this program has done, and I am very proud of the fraud protections that are going back after the fact, okay, to go after these people that have done wrong. I have no problem sending Don to jail. Okay? I have no problem repossessing the mansion. Can we use it as an Airbnb on the cheap for anybody that got a PPP loan? Maybe if I got a PPP loan and we've been working really hard, maybe she can work that out for us. We'll between my contacts in the feds and Adele's negotiating skills, maybe we can get the next conference at this place that the feds are taking over. The Bernie made, Kitty, sadly, this is probably just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay? I mean, this was so blatant that it's just the tip of the iceberg. There will be more. Okay? There are people that do bad, okay? But this program, I really, really can't stress enough to the press, to anyone that tunes in periodically, that this is such an infinitesimal percentage to the people, to the communities, to the people it kept employed because of this program. This program has saved lives and livelihoods, and I cannot stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. It has been a lifeline and continues to be. So thank you to our elected officials who have made this program what it is. Is it perfect? No. But it has saved people and saved livelihoods and saved communities and kept the lights on. It really sucks when the lights go off. Okay? It sucks when the lights go off, but this program has kept the lights on. Right. Exactly, Kitty. It has kept people in business. It has kept people employed. It has given hope. So, yes, there are bad people, but I don't want the press to be saying this has done all bad things, that it has bought all Maseratis and Lincolns and boats. Okay? That is not what this has done. This has put food on people's table. This has given people jobs to show up to. That is what this has done. And that is what I continue to tell people it does. So, we're making it happen. We're making it real. Where do we send a thank you? We send it every night. Believe me, I send our thanks. But I don't want the message to get lost, okay? It's so easy for the press to go running with stories like that, and there will be more of them. There will be more of them, okay? I assure you there will be more stories like that one. It is sad. It is not good. I don't condone that, but it is a fraction of what it has done for good. So obviously, the biggest question of the day, and you have all reached out many, many times, and I'm always happy to hear from all of you, okay? It is on the new PPP rules for small businesses, companies under 20, and the regulation that self-employed and sole proprietors can now use gross income versus net income to calculate their PPP amount. And what does that actually mean? What does that actually mean? And those are good questions. And several of you have pointed out that the IRS says a sole member LLC and a sole proprietor are the same thing. And the IRS's interpretation of that and the SBA's interpretation of that are two potentially entirely different things. So here's what we know tonight, okay? We know that the president announced this 2-week period that starts today with the SBA, where the SBA is only processing applications for businesses with 20 or fewer employees for the next 2 weeks. We also know that today the SBA said, oops, I love this idea that the president suggested of helping the smallest of small, helping sole proprietors. We're not ready for that yet. We're not ready for it. I know the president said it starts today, but we're not ready for it. So what did the SBA say? Okay, if I go over to the Enterprise Bank calendar, hang on a second. Da-da-da-da. I have it right over here. Well, I don't have enough weight. Nothing up here weighs enough, sorry. The Enterprise Bank calendar, look at that right there. Looks like Monday is March. Monday is March, according to the Enterprise Bank calendar, and we count on Enterprise Bank to support us. So on March 1st, I am expecting new guidelines. I'm actually expecting them this weekend. So the SBA has not defined or dealt with any of these questions, how to calculate it, whether a sole member LLC is really a sole proprietor, how all these calculations, how will we deal with businesses that already got a first or second PPP and now you're allowing them to recalculate. All these questions the SBA knows needs to be answered, and they said we're going to have it ready. We're going to answer them and have our systems ready for March. So I am waiting for March. I'm actually waiting for the weekend. I'm actually waiting for the weekend to see if we get new guidance on this, because usually government likes to drop things and head out of town for the weekend. So I'm expecting some updates from my contacts over the weekend that answer these questions from the SBA on how they're going to start doing it. So what my answer is, hang tight. Stay tuned. There will be more information. There is more coming. We're going to figure it out. We're going to get there. So just be patient, and we'll figure it out. And if we can get you any more money, we will. If there's any more money out there for you, I want you to have it. How you're going to get more money. Don't give some bozo money for this, okay? No bozo. This is a bozo-free zone. We're going to help you through it. We're going to get to the other side. So hang in there. As I have more information on it, I will get it to you. There is still time. That is the important thing. There is still time. That is the ultimate and important thing. Do not forget that. You know what? This video and everything I talk about, this video and all the files, everything I talk about goes over to narcs.org/resalestrong by noon the next day. Noon, I tell you, it is all over there. It is. It is. It is. Kathy, you can't buy a Maserati with it. If I get you the money, you can't buy a Maserati. We can have seafood, but you can't buy a Maserati. This video is over at narcs.org/resalestrong on a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store where you can like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when a new one drops. You notice that bell is Disney shaped. That's where we want to go when we can go places again. But it's also there so you can share it with everybody, like our new viewers that are catching up on the YouTube channel today. And everybody, so we can bring everybody across the finish line. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, we're bringing everybody to the other side. Yes, we are. I am here every night, live at more 8 than ish, live in the Narcs private Facebook group. That's where you find me. But if you have a question in between, you just email me, Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com. I want to enjoy Disney. I don't want to work at Disney, Kitty. I don't want to have to go there to work. I want us to have a good time at Disney. I just want us to party. I want to have a party at Disney, not a conference at Disney. I don't want to work. So let's just party. Maybe they'll let me drive the monorail. Think they'll let me drive the monorail? I'd really like to drive the monorail. We start this program every night, with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is where we start. Tonight we're on page 172, if you were not here at the beginning. Good morning. Words fail us often, but when we put them together the right way, they can pull boulders out of us. Keep working with them. Our good night tonight is good night. Tomorrow we take pen to pad and move mountains. Get some rest. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah even. We will party again. We will party in person. And when we do, I will be there with you. Yes, you. But until then, and until tomorrow night at more 8 than ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes, you're not alone running this store. It's time for dessert. Have a great night, everybody.